Good morning. We'll start a new chapter, Comparing Quantities, Session 1. So comparing quantities, when we talk about, we are comparing two quantities, two or more quantities here. That is, in other words, if I can tell this chapter is something about our mathematics in our daily life. That is, how we deal mathematics in our day-to-day life, how we bring it to it. Applications of mathematics, what you can say. When you go to a grocery stores, so cost price, what is the, or when you go to buy a dress, what is the discount, mark price, selling price, right? Brokerage. Or when you go to a bank, you study about compound interest, simple interest, or in your school about percentage. So all these things we are going to study in this chapter. So the first exercise or the first part is about percentages. Then we have about mathematics in our daily life, that is cost price, selling price, discount, mark price, brokerage, VAT, that is value added tax, and then with the compound interest in few numericals we'll be learning this. So let's start immediately with an exercise, because there is nothing more what I can just tell about this lesson rather than beginning with the exercise part. So we all know that percentages, when we talk about percentages for every 100, right? And ratio and proportion, when we talk, if any proportion we are talking about, when we are comparing, we compare that with same entities. For example, even if I have to compare students, I compare them with 9th standard students in their intellectual thing or anything else, but I don't compare a 9th standard with a 12th standard student, right? So when we are comparing things, we compare with the same entity. Kilometer to kilometer, meter to meter, rupees to rupees, or paise to paise. So if in case they are not, we bring it to the same entity and we find its proportion. That is what we are going to do in the first exercise. Exercise 1. Find the ratio of the following. First main A part. Speed of the cycle is 15 km per hour. 2. Speed of the scooter is 30 km per hour. Right? So find the ratio. What we have to find here is, this is cycle, this is scooter. So 15 is to 30. This is written as 15 by 30. 15 ones are, 15 twos are, 1 is to 2. In the ratio what we have to write. That's all is the answer. B is 5 meter to 10 kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Therefore 5 kilometer is equal to 5 into 1000, that is 5000 meter. So I will write this as 5 is to, 10 kilometer I have to convert, right? 10 kilometer, 10 into 1000 meter. Okay. That is what I have to write here. 5 is to 5 meter is to 10,000 meter. So 5 ones are, 5 twos are 10, 3 zeros. Directly we can write the answer like this. Okay. The next one is C1. 50 paise is to 5 rupees. So 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. So 5 rupees, I write rupees symbol here. 5 rupees is equal to 500 paise. So this is 50 is to 500, 0, 0. 5 ones are, 5 tens are. Is the answer. This is how we do the sum, children. The first one is very simple. The next is convert into percentage. There are different methods for converting into percentage. For show you both the methods, you can adopt any one which is simple or which your school tells. Only two sums are there. Convert into percentage. 3 is to 4. So the ratio is given as 3 is to 4. Second main, first one. I'll write this as 3 by 4. Right? Directly what one method is, directly multiply this by 100. Okay, 4 ones are 4, 25s are 25, 3s are 75%. We write like this. Or 3 by 4 is there, right? Percentage is for every 100. Make sure that, for example, if I tell what is 5%, how do you write? 5 by 100. So if I give you 5 by 100, convert in terms of percentage, answer directly it is 5%. Okay. There 3 by 4 is there. I should make the denominator in terms of 100, means directly I can write it as a given percentage. How do I make denominator 100? 4 into what number gives me 100? 4 into 25. Multiply this also by 25. So this is going to be 75 upon 100. What is 75 upon 100? 75%. Any one method, children, it's left to you. I have done both the methods here. Answer will be the same. Now look at the next sum also. I'll do by both the methods and show you if you want. The next is 2:3. So this is 2 by 3. Directly I will write into 100 here. Since it is not divisible, it will come as 200 by 3. But 200 by 3 it is. How should I write this now? I can write 200 by 3 as a mixed fraction. 3 6 are 18, 3 6 are 18, 2 divided by 3%. Yes? Or 2:3. Simple. Multiply this by 100. Multiply this also by 100. So this will be 200 by 3 into 100 I will write. Okay. Don't cancel this 100 and 100. This is nothing but 200 by 3%. Same thing as here how I have got. Now convert this. 366 2%. Same you get in both the places. Make denominator in terms of 100, and when you make that denominator in terms of 100, you have to multiply the same number to the numerator also. Both the methods I have done. I want you to do the sum by both the methods. It's only 2 sums are there. Later you adopt whichever is simple. Next are the numericals here now with respect to percentages. There are several methods, children, in this part. I'll be doing one of the easiest one which I feel, even which you can understand. But sometimes the method differs in school. You can adopt any one of them and you will get full marks for any of the methods. 72% of 25 students are interested in mathematics. How many are not interested in mathematics? So first of all, total number of students. How many? 25. So number of students good in mathematics. How many? How many they have given? 72% of 25. 72%. So they are good in mathematics. Not good in mathematics. How many? 100 minus 72, because it is out of 100, right? What we consider. So not good in mathematics is 28%. Okay. How many are not interested in mathematics? Number of students not interested in mathematics. Not by 28%. Are 28% of the total students, no? Total is 25. So even if I ask you how many are good in mathematics, 72% of total it is. So 28 by 100 into 25. 25 ones are, 25 fours are, 4 ones are, 4 sevens are. Give the concluding answer. Therefore, 7 students are not good in mathematics out of 25. This is how you have to do the sum. They have not asked how many are good, not good only, that is not interested they have asked. Next one. So, a football team won 10 matches out of total number of matches they played. So, we don't know how many matches they have played, but how much of the matches they have played, they have won 10 matches. If their win percentage was 40, then how many matches did they play in all? There are many methods for the sum. I will be choosing the easiest one here. So, what you can say first is number of matches won by number of matches won by football team. How many? 10. So let us consider that they have played X number of matches. We don't know how many. So let number of matches played by them be X. Okay. Let us consider they have played X matches. Their win was, if their win percentage was 40 of number of matches they played, right? According or by data you can write, by data, their win percentage of number of matches what they played were 10. I mean 40% of the matches, win percentage was 40. Out of number of matches what they played, how many have they won? 10 have they won. Over. Our statement is this much only. If you understand what you had to write here, your sum is done. According to the question, if the win percentage was 40, out win percentage is always for 100. Out of how many matches? X matches. How many matches did they win? That is a percentage here. We have to find the number of matches played, that is X. If they have played X matches, their win percentage was 40. How many did they win actually? 10 matches they won. Okay? Fine. 40 by 100 into X is equal to 10. So, X is equal to 10 into 10 divided by 4. X is equal to 100 by 4. 4 ones are 4, 25 are. Now total number of matches played by them were 25 matches. Out of 25 matches, they have won 10 matches. So win percentage of this 25 matches is 40%. Okay? If I just remind the question and again repeat once again. Next one. Chameli had rupees 600 left after spending 75% of her money. Now the fifth sum, how I am doing it, if you understand and follow this procedure, the same rule I am going to apply in cost price, selling price type of sum only, without by hearting the formula. Because see what happens when you go to a market or something, you have to find per cost price percentage or something like that. Do you sit and substitute the formula and do it? Not required. We just do it manual calculations. Even I want you to do it in that way only. Okay. Chameli had rupees 600 left after spending 75% of her money. That means she had some money with her. She spent 75% of that money. Which money we don't know how much. How much was left with her? 600. How much did she have in the beginning? What we have to know. So let us assume that percentage, right? Let us assume that she had in the beginning with her 100 rupees. Let the amount with Chameli be rupees 100. Amount spent 10%? No, rupees 75, because already 100 rupees she had. For 100 we are calculating. Amount spent 75. Amount remaining. How much? 100 minus 75 is equal to rupees 25. For 100 I am calculating. Assume that Chameli had 100. She spent 75 rupees out of it, because 75% they have given for 100 rupees. Amount left with her is 25. By data, remaining amount is so much. By data, if amount is 100 after spending 75%, remaining amount is rupees 25. Okay. If amount is unknown to you and you find, if amount is X, we don't know the amount, and from this X amount you spend 75%, what is the remaining? They have given how much? Remaining amount is rupees 600, right? So cross multiply, how does this come? 100 amount is 25 for 75%. X, the amount is 600 for 75%. You cross multiply with these two, this will come down. This implies, or X is equal to 100 into 600 divided by 25. 25 ones are 25 fours are. X is equal to 6 fours are 24. Chameli had rupees 2,400 with her in the beginning. Follow this procedure, children. It will be very easy. You need not by heart the things what is being given. And the same procedure I am going to follow for cost price, selling price also. Next one. And that's the last one. A very small exercise it is. If 60 people in a city like cricket, 30% like football, and the remaining like other games, then what percentage of people like other games? If the total number of people is 50 lakh, find the exact number who like each type of game. So 60% of people like cricket. 6-1 cricket, 60%. Then football, 30%. Other games, how many? They have not given that, we have to find out. That is 100 minus 60 plus 30. Correct? Now out of 100 we check. 100 minus 90. So other gain is 10%. So we understood that 60% of the total like cricket, 30% of the total like football, 10% of the total like other games. In total what we have to calculate? Total number of people they have given. $50 lakh. Okay. So number of people like cricket, 60% of 50 lakh. 60 by 100 into 50, 2 zeros. So 6 5s is 30. 1 2 3. 1 2 3 4. 3 lakhs. They have given in terms of numbers, then we'll write like that. So number of people like football. How many? 30%. 30% of 50 lakh. 30 by 100. 2 zeros, 2 zeros. 3 5s are 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,50,000. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. No, I went wrong with the zeros. 1 second, 1 second. That's what I was thinking. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, here I'm correct with the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 lakhs. Next, I'll just do it here. Number of people like, what's the last one? Other games. How many? It is 10% of 50 lakh. So this is 10 by 100 into 2 zeros, 2 zeros. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lakhs. So number of people who likes other games are 5 lakhs. 3 lakhs cricket, 15 lakh this, and 5 lakh other game. So that is what we have to calculate here. So this gives us, once again children, I think yeah, because total we have to get 50 here. That is how I have gone wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up with the zeros. Yes. 30 lakhs, not 3 lakhs actually. Because there only I am getting 5 lakhs, but only 10%. Then 60%, how can it be 3 lakhs? So 30, so 40, 50 lakhs. 30 lakhs likes cricket. Then 15 lakh people like football and 5 lakh like other games. So because see, sometimes you also realize when 10% are liking the other games, answer is 5 lakh. 60% are liking cricket, how can the answer be 3 lakhs there? It has to be more than that. It has to be more than this, of course. 15 what I have got. So I just messed up with the zeros there. Don't do that mistake. 30, 50 and 5 lakh. Give the concluding answer as they have asked here. All verbal sums, please remember to give the concluding answers in written. Therefore, the number of people who like cricket are 1 extra 1 minute will go, but please do it. So with that we complete the chapter. We complete the first exercise where we understood something about percentage. There are some worked examples also on this. Please solve. You will get more and more idea to solve these sums. So our next session will be on increase and decrease percent about cost price and selling price.